What's up, photographers? Today we're going to shoot a job. This is for a company called what is it called?
G Fuel.
G Fuel. I'm not familiar with this company. Oh, G Fuel. The reason Alondra is assisting me today is because we're going to be doing live edits and uploads so that the client can post immediately. This is definitely something you should consider being able to offer your clients because people want to be able to post night of now. It's not good enough to have a fast delivery time. You need an almost instant delivery time. So Alondra will be manned on the laptop doing the edits. I will be shooting the event. Hopefully we'll get some cool footage of me working. I never know if I'm going to be able to capture footage at a job or not. It just depends on the job. Sometimes I'm just too busy and I want to create this content for you guys, but I can't. And other times I'm able to. So let's talk about the gear I'll be using. I'll be using my Canon 5D Mark III and the 7D Mark II that Alondra is filming with right now. I'm gonna bring all my lenses. So basically, if I'm not sure what the job will be like, and I know I'll have a safe place to put my gear. In this case, Alondra will be able to hold on to it. I just bring just about everything in order to have options. This isn't because I need everything, but I also like to have the options because it makes it exciting for me, and sometimes I like using a lens that maybe I don't need, but I enjoy using. And a good example of that would be the 135mm, which gives me a more shallow depth of field than a 70 to 200, which I have here. Sometimes that one stop of light actually makes a big difference as well. I usually bring my 17 to 40 to every job because, like in my last video, you need to give those establishing shots. You need to give scale of how big the event is. How many participants are there? You want it to look lively. You don't want it to be in that black hole where you see this image of someone having a great time with the product, but you don't know where they're actually at. Next, we have an 85mm. Again, if I just want to shoot with available light, I can go down to 1.8, whereas with the 70 to 200 or 24 to 70, I can only go down to f2.8. So 1.8 is a big difference. And then we have some strobes. So my philosophy has become less is more. The more I've matured as a photographer. As a young photographer, I tried every light setup possible. I would set up strobes at an event, like on light stands, and I haven't done that in a long time because I find I can do the job with less and still make interesting images. In the end, it's not about how cool your lighting setup is, it's about how compelling the image is, and you have to remember that first and foremost. But I always bring a few options so I can play, because while that is true, you also need to have fun and constantly stay engaged with your craft. So I always bring two strobes, not just for backup. I will double light. So here I have the Canon 600 EX2 RT. It's a reliable primary light I use, but as you will hopefully see, I also, not just as a backup, but I bring an old 430 EX, which is, it gets the job done. Basically, I use it to add rim light. If you're not familiar with rim light, it's light that kind of, it's a light from behind that gives a golden highlight, or just like a white highlight in this case, because I'm not going to color gel it. If you're not familiar with gelling, gelling is when you add a filter on top of a light to give it a color. And I probably won't be doing that today. I'm probably going to go with like a neutral lighting setup, but I think we'll be able to experiment and still have fun with what I have. All right, photographers, that's it for this one. I hope this was helpful to you. I really would love to have someone follow me around on the job, documenting what it's like to be on the job as an event photographer, but the problem is I would feel like a complete goon hiring someone to follow me around. So I'm doing my best to show you guys what it's like to be on the job, share my work with you, my approach, etc. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe if you want to support this content. I've realized there's not a lot of photographers talking about event photography on YouTube. They're usually talking about different genres of photography or selling gear and that kind of thing. And I'm trying to offer something that's truly going to help people because that's what I want to do. I have been teaching photography for over 10 years on top of my professional photography. And this way on YouTube, I'm able to reach more people. So if you'd like to support the channel, you can support it on Patreon. I do have a $5 level if you just want to say, hey, keep it up. Let me offset some of your costs. But what I want to do is a bit different than what a lot of channels are doing. I want to offer levels that will provide you with mentorship. That could mean critiques, monthly critiques. It could mean business coaching. I'm working that all out now, but feel free to check out the Patreon link in the comments or in the description below. And until the next video.